obviously back home from vacation. Took like a week and a half off really making any kind of content. But I'm back. That's like as long as I can go. And just like so much has happened internally since. I always feel like this happens. I just come back from a trip like a brand new person with new perspectives and like my goals realigned. Like I feel like this has happened before, but this time I also don't know if it's about October. Like maybe it's this energy. October. September, like the energy of September. I don't know what it is, but I'm going through some stuff. One of those is truly redefining my mindset on discipline. You know, I feel like I've kind of been able to do whatever I want in a way that just doesn't like resonate anymore. Dropped out of college, started my own business, was my own boss. Now have been like traveling, like I don't know, like I haven't really, I feel like I was pretty disciplined in college, but it's been years since college, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get back to a place. And also in college I feel like my discipline was like negative. Like I was like, you better study, like you better go to the gym or else vibe, and that's like not the vibe anymore. I feel like these past 2 years with like changing my whole career and goals and everything, I've really learned to be gentle with myself. And that like that's good, and I've needed that, you know? But yeah, I want to start to view discipline as like, I love myself so much that I get to do this, you know? Like I'm up so early because I deserve to be up early. I deserve to have more hours in my day. I deserve to go to the gym. So anyways, that's what we were doing. I woke up this morning and I did my morning pages. So I'm currently reading this book called Rich as Fuck. But even before I started reading this book, I just journal first thing in the morning. I've never done this in my life. It is life changing. So many, I mean, journaling really is like a form of therapy. I've come to my own conclusion so many times just journaling that like, you know, I've dealt with like problems in my mind and I overthink and I just sit down, journal about it, and I literally figure it out every single time without like question. But doing it first thing in the morning, I forget why I heard this, but I just heard that like output first thing in the morning is like really good for you. It's the best time. I don't know like what part of your brain is working, but just grabbing my notebook and doing some morning pages every morning has been life-changing. But now the book I'm reading, there's like homework at the end of each chapter, and it's all about reframing your mindset when it comes to money and success. And so it's having me like dive into all these like, you know, shadow work questions. So I did that this morning. One sec. Let me get my coffee. I'm also having a black coffee because I'm fasting. Another thing I'm doing. Another thing I haven't done in a long time. And also the last time I fasted, again, I didn't have the proper like mindset or like knowledge about it. I didn't even realize how many health benefits come from fasting. Like I viewed it, back when I fasted before, I viewed it as like a diet, like a way to, I don't know, eat less. I'm definitely not eating less by any means. I'm eating exactly, you know, what I should be eating, just in a smaller time window and allowing a bigger time window for my body to not have to worry about constantly digesting food and focus on other things and repairing cells. Right off the bat, what I'm noticing is better sleep. I'm someone who like can't really sleep through the night. I wake up like every hour. Can't really remember the last time that's happened other than like when I was traveling. I usually eat between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. That's like my eating window. 7:20, so I'm gonna have a black coffee. I'll be honest, I really don't want to be up right now. I'm tired. I feel like, you know, I hear all these voices in my head that are like, you could have just slept till 8. You know, I'm like coming up with all these excuses in my mind right now as I like don't really feel like being up right now and going to the gym. So look at the sun behind me.
And it allows us to like get to the root of what we're all really craving.
Basically what I'm trying to show in this vlog is what I'm trying to focus on my 2 5 to 9. So 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. I have my full day of work, and then my 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm not gonna lie, when like 3:30 hit today, I was so tired. I honestly was thinking, I was like, when I'm done work, like when it's 5 o'clock hits, like there's no run happening, there's no editing my YouTube video or all these other things I have planned for the night. Like there's no way, I'm way too tired. I think going for that run just now really helped, like kind of gave me a second wind. And like obviously I'm gonna feel tired. I haven't woken up at 5:45 in like 2 weeks, so it's gonna be a little bit of a shock. But basically, moral of the story, I'm just so happy I went for that run, because now I know. Obviously don't push yourself. If you're exhausted, don't go run outside, but now I know if I'm feeling a little tired after work and I have some things I want to do and it's really hard to like resist the urge to nap, just go for a run or even go for a walk. Something about being outside and like running around, listen to my podcast. Anyways, yeah, I came back from this trip feeling really motivated, but this has happened to me before. Motivation only gets you so far, and that's when discipline needs to come in, and I've just had such a bad relationship with discipline. I know I kind of went over this morning. Even like forcing myself to go for a run when I'm tired, there's a voice in my head that is like trying to convince me that that is bad, and that is like pushing myself in like a toxic way. But it really isn't. And I think as I continue to find joy in doing the things that I want to do, having the routine that I want to have, it's only going to get easier. So with that being said, you know, I came back very motivated, and I have been on my shit in so many ways, but then in others just like completely lacking. And it's just very obvious that there's a little bit of a lack of discipline going on, because it's not like I didn't have the time. For example, right now, I'm gonna finally sit down and edit my YouTube video, my London and Italy vlog. I put all the clips together, like I did part of the hard part. Like the hard part truly is like just uploading all the content and putting it all together. Obviously now I have to edit, but like that's the fun part. And I don't know why I put it off. Could have 100% done it yesterday. I could have done it the day before. You know what I mean? Like I let the soft voice win. And as necessary as she is, I'm happy that my like discipline from a place of love, from a place of like, you deserve the life that you're asking for. Like you deserve it. You just have to take action. Like that voice, I'm so happy that she's finally speaking up, because I need her. So I actually edited a lot more in my vlog than I thought I would. I basically went through all of it once and got a first draft, but it is now a little stretch, little yoga time. My body needs it so bad. It's just so crazy that I'm like someone who enjoys running now. I never enjoyed running in my life, and my boyfriend's really into it, and he would always ask me to go running with him every morning, and I would always say no. I just feel bad because I would like be a lot slower than him. It was more for him that I was saying no. But anyways, now that I'm back home, I just started running again just for fun. It was hard. Now I love it. Runner's high. Anyways, I'm going to get this little stretch in, finish editing my TikTok vlog of today, and then read a little bit of my book. This is the book that I'm reading. It's so good. It's helping my mindset around money like no other. And like I said, there's little like homework to do at the end of each chapter, so I just do that in my journal, and there's some really good questions. It's kind of like shadow work, honestly. So I've really been enjoying this. I'll read the chapter before bed, and in the morning I'll do my morning pages, which is me just answering the questions, and I just do that and repeat. And I'm literally almost done. I think I have 100 pages left of this book, which I told myself I wanted to finish by the end of the month. And honestly, if I keep this up, I could be probably reading 2 books a month. That's what's so fun about like setting goals and like truly sticking to it, like actually reading a chapter a night, is you don't even realize what you're capable of. Like saying like, I want to read a book a month, even just writing that down, I'm like, okay, I hope I do, you know, like I hope I can do that. If you take small action towards that goal every day, like read a couple pages or read a chapter, you can 100% read a book a month. But that's actually, I should be stretching right now, but here, let me like do a little stretch while I say this, because I had a revelation. And this book actually made me realize this. They were talking like just specifically about money and like money goals and how much money you want to make a month and like how you should feel like working towards that and whatever. And it's just making me realize, like, yes, with money, but just with anything in your life, like any goals you have, just like stop putting them on such pedestals. Like, you want to reach this thing, putting it on a pedestal subconsciously makes it like this big thing, and like kind of makes it scary. Like, normalizing your goals not only makes it feel so much more attainable, but like the shift in your energy from like desperation of wanting this to just like accepting that that's normal. Like, making that much money a month is normal. Reaching this goal is normal. Like, these are normal things. We put so much pressure on ourselves and on our goals, and it's actually like, we think it's motivating us, but sometimes you're being motivated out of desperation or like fear, and that's always gonna keep it so far away. Or you might even like reach that goal, but because you reached that goal, you got there out of fear, now you're like suddenly so afraid that you have it, you're like afraid to lose it. Versus normalizing it, like, yeah, duh, this is so normal for me to be in this place, to make this much money, to be doing this, to be with this person. Like, this is normal. It like magically like takes the pressure off, and it makes you start to like think bigger. Like, as soon as I started normalizing my goals, I was like, wait, am I like thinking too small? I don't know, it just like changes your perspective on things. So anyways, let me get back to my stretch-a-rooney, and I'll probably end it here. I'm going to continue this vlog tomorrow. I'm going to get a facial. I'm so excited, so I'm definitely gonna vlog that. I'm getting a Forma facial, which I did a little research on. Let me just add some information right here. Finish up my little night routine and hopefully be asleep by 10. Thank you. Hi. Good, how are you? This is my before. Sleep.
Good night. Huh? Do we get on your phone? This girl's half asleep.
Thank you. It's been a few days since I last vlogged. I literally wasn't even going to vlog today, but I am just so deep in like new moon energy right now. It's kind of funny, but I have been going at it since first thing in the morning. This was not my plan today, but basically I am deep cleaning my room like I never have before. Bought a new office chair. It looks really comfy. So the best part of it all is the fact that I get to build it. I love finding things that I have to build. I love it so much. So this is the chair. The color, the texture. Oh, it's like a big comfy couch. Oh, and this is the bottom. Like, this is so thick. Like, I could definitely sit, cross my legs, and be comfy. Like, look at how simple this is. 6 steps. And something about putting this together is just gonna make me feel so good and powerful. I did it. This is so comfy. I'm gonna be so comfy and do my little work. I feel like the past couple weeks, Mercury retrograde, like everything was just a little crazy, and then this new moon that just happened, I know you feel it. If you're watching this, if you resonate with me, I know we're on the same wave. It's like so very obvious that it's time to get rid of the old and like bring in and work with this new energy. Like, you can't keep going with the old energy. The shift is strong, it's real, and I feel like we've probably felt it for a while. I know I've felt it coming, but like this new moon just solidifies it in so many ways. That's the thing, I find myself like investing in things and changing routines that just make sense with this new energy and version of myself. There's like no alternative, there's no other option. I still feel like old me in so many ways in like looking at external realities and whatnot, but I don't feel like her. And so I'll have moments of like maybe like falling into old routines or like thinking or behaving in old ways. It just doesn't work, it doesn't align anymore, and it just causes so much internal like friction. The only option is to like dive into it and take advantage of it and really be here, you know? Anyways, my sheets are clean, so let me make my bed. I'm gonna do one last like sweep, cleanse the energy of my space. It's like the last day of my period, so I'm still off of my fasting. It doesn't make sense to fast on my period. It doesn't feel right. Like I just want to allow whatever my body wants to eat, to be honest.